Hello everyone, welcome to See Nor Art. This is my art channel. My name is Kat. Welcome, welcome. Hope you guys are having a beautiful evening. So I'm just gonna be doing some art here tonight. I'm gonna be doing a couple more layers on my fan art that I started on Wednesday. I'm doing a little inspiration from Cardcaptor, Sakura. She's one of my favorite mangas and animes, so I'm just gonna enjoy just making some cherry blossoms and adding a couple more layers onto what I did on Wednesday. So yeah, thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. If you have any questions, just let me know in chat. And Mathercist, if you could just let me know if the audio levels are good. Greatly appreciate it. Hello, Mathercist. Okay, good. I'm glad that I sound fine. Just want to make sure. Mathercist, I'm doing good. It's been quite a busy day for me, so it's just nice to finally be able to sit down and do some art. I've been busy ordering prints for the Indie PopCon and got those all sent out, and ordering stickers, got those done. Finally got to update my business cards, which is great. So I'm looking forward to, I'm almost done with all my prep work for June, almost. How are you tonight? I need a little happier, little Sure, we will go with that. The weekend, yes, the weekend is here. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. I won't have a weekend, but that's okay. I've got art I need to do, but that's okay. It is nice that I'll have a couple more days, and being in town for a whole week will be so nice. I'm looking forward to that. I love to travel, but it's also nice being home. It's hard to catch up when you're gone so much. So I'm looking forward to getting caught back up on like normal things like chores and all that good stuff. I think if I remember correctly, Mathercist, you were going to do a randomizer this weekend, so I hope you are ready for your Zelda randomizer. I don't know if you prep for randomizers. I've never played a game well enough to feel comfortable enough to do a randomizer, because I wouldn't know what it would normally be. It should be fun though. Randomizer is tomorrow night. Okay. Let him do most of the playing. Do you know which Zelda you're playing yet, or have you decided quite yet? If you told me, I'm so sorry. Sometimes I forget. A Link to the Past. I am actually going to be working on a huge commission. I'm going to start working again on, I have a giraffe painting that is literally like, it's almost as tall as I am. It's huge. So I'm going to be painting leaves and hopefully getting some underpainting done on my giraffe so that way I can start moving forward on that because I haven't had a chance to work on it. So I'll probably spend both Saturday and Sunday just doing acrylic painting. So that way hopefully next week I can like dual wield my commission work and get that going. Plus I have lots of other things to do, like getting some more chores done and stuff like that, so. I've got a hair appointment tomorrow that I gotta go to in the morning, so my painting I won't be getting that done until the afternoon, but I also have cleaning I have to get done too. I don't know when I'm gonna get everything done, but somehow everything will get done. It usually does. I hope the giraffe will turn out good. I hope so. I hope I can give it justice because the person who commissioned it is like really good at photography and took a beautiful photo. So I hope that I can make that photo my own and make it come alive, you know? Give it some character. I do love giraffes though. They're extraordinary creatures that people don't talk about much, nor do many people know that giraffes are endangered, which is, I didn't know that. It's just like wild camels, which there are very few species of wild camels left, are also endangered. It's just, there's so many animals that have endangered habitats. You have to clean the house before the randomizer can happen. Oh my gosh. I'm sure you can get help with that. Hopefully cleaning the house well. Hopefully it won't be too bad to clean. So if you have a robot, you can always get the robot to use vacuum and sweep for you. Yeah, I got some dusting that I need to do before tomorrow night too, so hopefully my house could use a good cleaning, but I think I'll just have to do with the regular cleaning for now, and then hopefully next week I'll be able to get some serious cleaning done. Part of being an adult that's not fun. You can totally have cake for breakfast and no one will think twice because you're an adult and you can do what you want, but you still have to clean the house and mow the yard and take care of things here and there. So we're going to make a puddle of color for her hair. And I was rewatching some of the original episodes of Card Capture, not Clear Card, and her hair it's brown, but it has gold undertones. So I'm going to see if I can like recreate. Doesn't have to be spot on because I do want it to be my own creation, so because I don't want to copy. I want to be inspired. I think that's what fan art should be. It should not be a copy, it should be inspired, so it becomes your own thing. So we'll try to have a lot of color in my brush. So I'm bringing my water cup over here, not because I'm going to drink it, but just because I'm trying to see exactly how much of my brush is going into the water to help pull that color down through my brush so it's not sitting up so high, and to make a bigger puddle. Yeah, I think, you know, it's interesting in Clear Card, she does turn a little more blonde, which is kind of the opposite of what most people do when they get older, because she's supposed to be in high school, I think, because she's like in middle school in Card Capture. So it's just really interesting to me. See if we can find something. This will work. Something really happy. Yeah, I hope LaCroix never comes out with a used watercolor flavored either. Yes, although it does happen. Many artists have accepted the fact that they have mistaken their dirty water for their actual water. So that's why my water is all the way over there. And my other water is all the way over here, so I don't mix the two, because, yep, it's not something you want to mix. You think she's 13 in Clear Card. Okay. Well, normally, like, as you mature, your hair gets darker. So it's interesting to me that they had her really dark hair, and then as she gets older, she's getting more blonde. Especially since, like, all the photos of her mom had, like, dark brown hair. So it's interesting to me. And I think her dad has, like, black hair. And her brother has, like black hair as well. So don't know where the blonde is coming from. Maybe her grandpa had blonder hair. I don't know, since you just see him with white hair. So I am going to make her hair a little bit darker, but I'm also going to try to preserve some of this light color too. So it won't look pure anime-like, because anime hair is so perfect and pretty and has like the perfect little highlights. I won't have that going for her hair, but I am going to try to preserve some of this lighter color, so that way she has... Because hair is complicated. Only because you have to think about how your hair would like move and lay, and that's how you want to paint it. Otherwise it just looks odd. And I have some of this, the background painting, like kind of mixed in, which I don't mind terribly too much. I can work with that. That's easy to work with. Hello, Lumos. Welcome, welcome. Tell that to Goku. His hair makes no sense. Yeah, Goku's hair is has its own like life force. It just stands up on its own. But there's a lot of things about Goku that I don't understand. So that's the least of it. Yep, got a cat hair. Can't imagine why I have a cat hair. Not at all. Lumos, I'm just working on, I started this, a little bit of fan art of some anime that I really like. The girl's name is Sakura, and she's just this sweet magic user? It's hard to explain. Anyways, so she finds a book in her father's library, and this book is full of cards. And all the cards have like magical abilities, except all the cards like escape from the book. And so she has to gather all the cards and return them to the book, because that's where they belong. And doing so, she's like discovering herself and discovering she's, you know, strong-willed and things can get scary, but she'll be okay. It's just really sweet and endearing. It's just very nice. It's a feel-good show. Oh my gosh, phew, and done with your week, yay! It's always good. Welcome to the weekend. Welcome to hopefully sitting somewhere comfortable. Hopefully snuggling some kitty somewhere. Or puppy. Oh, yeah, it's cute. It is a sweet story. The anime was originally in the 90s, so I definitely didn't grow up with it. But they just did a reboot, and they are now on. They started with Card Capture, and now they're on Clear Card. So yeah. They read it 90, American 90 edgy. Oof, oof, the 90s. Yeah, the 90s edgy feel or whatever was weird. Weird clothes, weird, just strange. Yeah, I can't listen to the original anime in English because it's not a very good translation. I don't think it's because like they didn't care, but I feel like they felt like they could get away with it because they thought their audience, or especially their American audience, wouldn't like catch on that it wasn't a really good translation. So, yeah, it's very hard to listen to. Luckily, though, it didn't stop the fandom and it didn't stop like people from liking it, so that's good. The version on the English version on Crunchyroll, I've never actually watched it. I've only watched the Japanese version on Crunchyroll. Okay, yeah, I started the English, I think on Crunchyroll, but I couldn't stand it, so I switched back to Japanese. Plus, I'm trying to learn Japanese, so it's good practice for me because I think I've seen these episodes so many times that like I'm starting to like force myself to be like listen for words and phrases and trying to like mimic them because I know the episodes so well. It's like I was thinking about it, but then I like hesitated, so I was like, I don't know if you ever get to a point in your day you're like, man, I realized I wasn't peaceful today. And then you like do something that's actually truly peaceful to yourself and you're like, ah, this is nice. This is peaceful. Let's see where we're at. Okay. Stuck my finger in it. Oh well. Stuck my finger in wet paint. Oh boy, it happens quite a bit. Okay, making sure that my hands are clear of paint. I do have a little bit of green, but I'm trying to make sure. I think it's because the paint on my tape edge isn't sticking to my tape, which makes sense. So. Oh, thank you. I know, finger dip. Whoops. So there's no whoops here. There's only happy accidents. I have like this huge quote in my studio that says, make beautiful mistakes. To remind myself, it's okay. It's all good. Sometimes out of beautiful mistakes turn out just actually perfect things. gosh, it's a dad joke. I totally missed it. I agree with you, Mother Sis. I feel like it was almost a joke, but then it lost itself somewhere. It's not as much of a joke as it could have been. I don't know if there is a funny chess joke out there, but maybe you can find one on the interwebs. Because there's gotta be one. Ah, Lumos! Welcome to Commands. We've got several. You are starting up a dad joke. Let's see if your luck is better. Oh, I didn't even catch it either. I didn't see it as an I. I saw it as an exclamation point. So good catch, Mother Sis. And don't worry, Lumos, you'll get it. It's okay. It's okay. This is a safe place that if your brain is tired or you feel tired, this is a place where you can just don't worry about it. Just know that you're all good. I totally understand. It's like this song is really pretty, but it's very slow. So part of me is kind of like, oh, I want to change it. I'm going to change it. Gonna change the music because it's very pretty, but I did not get my caffeine today, so fragrance of dark coffee from Phoenix Wright. Well, if I can't have coffee, I'll just do it through my music. I do miss having my coffee. Trying to be a good kid, trying to cut back on caffeine. I'm doing really good. It's very hard. This week especially. I really do love coffee though. Mather says if you can do me a favor and find a really good chess joke online, because I know if we do the command again, it may not show up with another chess joke, but I like to see how corny we could get with chess. Thanks, I appreciate it. Where do you buy chess pieces? At the pawn shop. That's lovely. It's so sweet and innocent. At the pawn shop. Aw. Hey, sometimes your pawns can help you win a game. Being aggressive with your queen sometimes works too. So what I'm doing here is I'm creating a reflection of her tie on her shirt, because even though she's wearing a white shirt, whenever you have color on reflecting off of white, it'll actually reflect that color directly on. So all I'm doing is I went into clean water and I just brushed that clean water along the edge, which reactivated the green watercolor that we did a couple days ago. And then voila, you have a shadow. So it gives that collar a little bit of depth so it doesn't look as flat. So when we put the line work on top of it, even though it's very, very subtle and it may not be something that you can see like online, but if you're actually holding this painting in front of you, you can appreciate the little very subtle hints of it. Oh my gosh, is there more jokes that I missed? Okay. A man went to his friend's house and discovered his friend playing chess against his dog. The man says, "That's the smartest dog I've ever seen." His friend says, "Oh, this doggy is nothing special. I've won 3 games out of 5. Whoa. Okay, Lumos. Dr. Spock actually had 3 ears. Left, right, and the final front ears. Yuck. Yuck. Lumos. Very good, very good. I like that very much. That's hilarious. That is so great. The final front ears. He did have a lot of ears. For a moment there, I thought you were talking about like Dr. Spock, like the actual doctor, because I think there was a psychologist called Spock, which is I don't think he'd ever be taken seriously nowadays because of nerd culture, but that's where my brain automatically went. Okay. Alright, I think I'm going to leave the hair alone. I'm going to let it dry. I might go back and add more color, but I think I'm going to let it dry for a little bit. Now, I'm going to find my Payne's Gray. Do I have Payne's Gray? Yes, I do. Should be that one. The reason why I'm going to go into my Payne's Gray is I'm going to use it as a shadow color. Well, that's green. Nope, that's turquoise. Nope, that's the wrong color. Are you my gray? Nope, you're green. You're undersea green. I can't read my own instructions. I have like this, I'll show you. It's not perfect because I messed up a little bit, but I like mapped everything out so that way you can see all the colors of my palette. I went ahead and put a sample of each of them. So I'm trying to find this one, but for some reason I dipped into, so this is Serpentine, this is Undersea, and this is Ultramarine Turquoise. So it's this one I'm looking for. So I try to group my colors together and keep them separate from each other. Just a little, if you're interested in watercolor. The reason why I did this and had blank pans in between is that I've noticed that if I put colors too close together, sometimes they bleed into another pan, and then I have like this weird, it's not its original color anymore. So I try to keep them separated. So I'm actually looking for this color here, but I went into my greens instead. Wimboa, hello, welcome, welcome. I hope you are having a great evening. I hope you're had a good dinner and enjoying your great evening. I like all your frogs and your snakes. Oh yay, Ball Peen Hammer! Hello Lady Boa, welcome, welcome. I was just explaining how I was trying to find a color in my pans and I couldn't read my own my own color chart, but that's okay. That's all good. I think I found it now. I was looking for Payne's Gray because the reason why I was looking for Payne's Gray is I'm going to use it to make irises, so she kind of stops looking like she's not alive, because right now she's got like this weird, very green, she does not look healthy, so we're gonna give her some irises, some pupils to go with her irises. You know, color on your pants is just fine too. A lot of my pants have watercolor on them. Like I was wearing this like khaki pair the other day and I totally got green watercolor all over them and I was like, that's never gonna come out. It did. I don't know how, but it came out. So turtles, margaritas. See, that's a good Friday. I hope you and Bubba had plenty of margaritas and they were delicious. I hope they were very, very good. Good to you. I haven't had a margarita in a while. I think, yes, since the last time I went to Tequila Sunrise, I think. My bubbles! I like my bubbles. You were hoping for margaritas. You know, I think if you put that command enough, eventually it will come up with margaritas. Although I think we should add turtles to that list. I think turtles would be a perfect thing to do for Boa. Okay, eventually I will put eyelids on it and it will look much better. There's a 1 in 13 chance for margaritas to show up in our random word generator, aka Command Boa. Aw, baby snapping turtle. Oh, Lady Boa, good eye. Baby map turtle shell. Not sure if I understand. So you saved a baby snapping turtle, and then when you released it, you found a baby map turtle shell? Like you found like a turtle shell with no one inside? You'll have to let me know. But oh, good job. My mom was the best at doing what Lady Boa did. She used to save snapping turtles, tortoises? I don't know what you call them in the desert, but they would get run over just trying to cross the highway, and my mom used to like collect them and she would put them, I remember this very clearly, she would basically stop the car, pick them up, stick them in the floorboard. They crawled around on the floorboard until we got home, which was usually a 30-minute drive. And then we had like this little like fenced area in our backyard that we would feed them and help hydrate them, and then if they wanted to leave, they could. If they didn't, they'll stay. Some of them we kept for like a whole summer. We had one like hibernate, one or two that hibernated over the winter and then just came back. But it was always fun to give them watermelon. And tomatoes were the best. I love watching turtles eat. Yeah, turtles are wonderful, fun little creatures. As long as you know how to hold them so you don't get snapped yourself. The shell was in 2 parts, no one inside. Aww. You got peed on. Oh, I feel you. I've been peed on many a time by toads and turtles. It's just comes with the territory. Not too bad though, not too bad. They're cute. They sure are cute. It is a rite of passage. Yep. Yeah, I think it's how they say thanks. I wouldn't recommend it for humans. I don't think it'll work this thing, but I think it is a rite of passage. The little turtle is saying, "Thank you, Woodenbow, for taking me to a better place." Yeah, if you never had a chance to watch a turtle eat, you should. It's very fascinating. It's very fascinating that a creature that has no teeth can eat, and then that same creature can literally take off your finger. It's just, nature never ceases to amaze me. Oh, Lumos, you found a box turtle. Oh, good. But he's thinking his lucky stars he found you. Aw, poor thing. I know it's so dry out in the deserts right now, so it's very hard for them to find water. Kind of makes me feel bad because we've been raining quite well here in Indiana. I wish I could give you some of our rain. I think you'd rather find turtles most than snakes. So I know that you find quite a few snakes. Snakes. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I just looked over and realized that we're at an hour. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm just totally just relaxing now and enjoying myself. So what I'll do is we will go ahead and I'm going to encourage you to find a drink, get some food, enjoy yourself, maybe make yourself another margarita if you like, if you're, you know, over 21 and enjoy margaritas. And I will see you guys back here in just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and transfer us over to the rides back. I will be right back in 10 minutes. See you in a little bit. Hello everyone. I don't know if this is the end of my 10 minutes or not, so I apologize if this is a little early, but I'm gonna go ahead and transfer us back over. I lost track of time because I mowed earlier today, even though it rained really good yesterday. I'm a little worried, that my grass is gonna die. So I'm trying to water, trying to be a good house parent. We'll see if it works. I don't know how to keep grass growing here. And one of these days I'll figure it out. I'm used to heat resistant grass. This grass is not. And so trying to figure it out. Trying to figure out how to get grass to grow here. But welcome back everyone. Hope you had a chance to get your margaritas or your favorite drink. Oh, speaking of which, I probably should drink water before I forget. Let me drink really quick. While I'm doing that, I should make sure I didn't miss any activity while I was gone. Doesn't look like it. Alright. I don't know if you can hear it, but if you hear any water sounds, it's just my sprinklers. Oh yeah, you guys heard the Sev meow. I don't know where Seven went. But yeah, Seven was in here talking just a moment ago. And we got the margaritas from the boas. I don't know. Seven! Seventy Sev! Sev! Seven? He must have went back upstairs. I don't think they want to hang out with me tonight because last night we had some pretty rough weather, and they had to spend a lot of time with me in the basement. I don't think they appreciate it that much. Hi, Seven. Hey, Sev. Can I encourage you to come up? Come up? Come up, buddy. Come up, buddy. Can you make it? Oh, there we go. Come here. Oh, there we go. Oh. You're my good boy. You're my good boy. I love you. I love you. You're my good boy. Yes, you are. You're such a sweetie. Whoop. You gonna get down? You gonna stay? Ah, Wild Seven appears. He's been really sweet. I think he spent a lot of time with me yesterday. Oh my gosh, you're so hairy. Why are you so hairy? Huh? Is it because it's almost summertime here in Indiana? It's almost summertime? Oh goodness gracious, you're so hairy. Such a hairy kid. But you're my kid. Yep. I'll never forget the first day I met Seven. He was, I don't know if he had somehow figured out a way to get in the dumpster or somebody put him in a dumpster, but when he was a tiny kitten, somebody found him behind a restaurant in the dumpster. So obviously he was hungry, and I was working at a vet clinic at the time. Thank you, Seven. And I had just walked in to the vet clinic, and I can hear this cat talking. Not upset, just talking constantly. Never shut up, never took a breath. And that was Seven, and he's been with me ever since. We had a brief time in college where I couldn't have both Seven and Roxy with me, so he did get adopted out for a little bit, but he's back now, and he's a happy camper. I'm a happy camper. He's such a sweet boy. But he is a talker. He talks a lot. Yeah, he's a good boy. He is a sweet chatty boy. I agree the most. He's such a sweet little kitty. He's a snuggle bunny. He's my good buddy. He's my good snuggle buddy. Hello, Ada. I can hear her trilling. Turn back around. Couldn't quite get that. Hi, Ada. Hey, sweet girl. Hey, Ada. Hello, Ada. Hey, sweet girl. You're gonna come closer so I can give you a hug? Do you want a hug? For some reason, they're being lovey-dovey tonight. I appreciate it. It's so sweet. Hello, Ada. She's giving me tail hugs. Thank you. If you're not a cat owner, tail hugs are cats will walk by and they'll wrap their tail around you and give you a hug. It's really sweet. there's a slight shake to my hand today. You can tell I'm just a little tired, just a little. See you, man? Is that you? I thought Seven was bringing me a toy. Guess not. That's all good though. Whoops, stuck my hand in paint again. Oops, that's okay, we'll just bloop bloop. It's like it never happened. Bloop. Thank you, Lumos. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was like, I need to put an indication of where her eyelashes are going to be. I was going to go back in and do it with, when I go and ink everything. But I was like, man, I could probably use that nice little backdrop. Once everything is really dry, I'll go back in and add a lid shadow. So I've been studying faces for the past couple days, and I noticed that people who have like an Asian descent, that their eyelids are formed differently than, say, like myself. And so the shadows on their eyes are different, and how their lids are formed are different. So I'm trying to capture some of that like essence. So I noticed in anime, very few like anime characters actually reflect like the facial features that are so prominent if you have an Asian background. So you don't have like that swooped eyelid. That's really, really pretty. Their eyes are very gorgeous. They have very unique shaped eyes. So I'm trying to get some of that curvature in there. And some of it I can do with ink, but I'll need that base shadow to be able to pull out some of those. So I'm trying to get some base shadows down. Trying to get that eyelid crease going, and because I think in animes they really like the very large, very big, huge eyes. They really love, they call it anime eyes, I guess, for a reason, but they love really large eyes. But it's very unique. It's a unique observation I've made that anime doesn't really reflect like the people who make it, which is interesting because for a lot of artists, you'll notice that they have a tendency to draw like the same type of face, the same type of body shapes. Either it's like a reflection of them, or it's like a reflection of like maybe the models that they always use. So it's fascinating to me that they don't, the eye structure is so different. Everything else is very, like you can tell they're inspired by people or themselves, but the eye structure is always fascinating to me that they don't draw the eye structure because it's a really pretty eye structure. So the next time you watch anime, if you've never noticed that before, take a look at the eye structure and see how the artists portray the eye structure, because it's pretty fascinating. Also too, if you've never like noticed the nose structures, it's fascinating because like eyes will be different, heights, the way people's like shoulders and hips are different depending on like where their heritage is from. But I've noticed that like noses seem to be universal. Like there are certain noses that no matter where you go, you can always find that nose. Like it's in every, it doesn't matter what background you come from. So another fascinating thing to like notice if you watch a lot of different like television. But yeah, noses have a tendency to be the same. Thank you, Lumos. You're so sweet. So what I'm trying to do now is, I'm not sure, you can see a little bit of it, is that I'm starting to add little layers of like shadow. So I'm using a purple that is like, it's called phthalo blue. You can see a little bit right here is that phthalo blue. Then I'm actually using all this really pretty pink color I used for the flowers. So I'm using what's called like a dry brush technique. So I'm using very little water on my brush. I'm not, as you notice, I'm not dipping my brush back into my water. And so what happens is that you're basically, the technique is called glazing. So you have a layer of paint and you're trying to put another layer of paint on top of it without disturbing the original layer underneath. So, so that means that I'm not trying to reactivate the pigments underneath. I'm just trying to leave them as still as I can. And this creates like a really cool effect because you're actually being able to allow this color to show through the next layer on top. So it allows this purple to blend in with the color underneath because it's not trying to mix together, it's trying to just leave them the same. So it's a little tricky to kind of get used to. And sometimes I do it great, and other times I don't do it so great. So it's very hard not to be like, oh, I want to dip it in water. But so that's what I'm currently doing now, is I'm trying to add some shadows using a glazing technique. I'm trying to use, it's always, to me, it's always important to use colors that you're already using in your painting for shadows, because it makes it feel more natural, and your eye, even though you're not thinking about it, your eyes automatically take in all the colors within a painting, and it'll automatically read like shadows as a shadow color without thinking about the color. But a great way to make it feel like everything is incorporated together is to use colors that you're already using in your painting for your shadow color. So that way it makes it feel like everything is connected. It's just a really easy way to make your composition feel like it was intentional, feel like everything in the composition belongs together. So that, and it was drilled into me in art school to never ever 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 use black as a shadow, although that's just a rule, and as in all things in art, it's meant to be broken, and it has been broken beautifully. But for me, like, I find it a lot more realistic and fun to look at when you're looking at a shadow that isn't like gray or black, because it gives so much more volume. I'm not a realistic painter. I don't paint realism, but that's how I add just a hint of realism into my paintings without going into realism, just because it's just not my thing. So, because I think to me, if you want realism, just look at photography. I mean, you can't get any better than actually using physical light to make realistic portraits and everything. Phthalo blue, yes. Yes. Phthalo blue, and I can say magenta and rose. Yeah. I really love phthalo blue. It's really pretty color. It makes pretty skies. So right now I'm adding some, instead of shadows, I'm adding highlights, I guess, in a way. I'm adding a little bit of pink to her hair, just because she's really close to these flowers, and it's very subtle, but I kind of want that pink to be in her hair, because she is close to flowers, so And her hair's light enough that she could actually, it makes it fun, and it also gives a little extra color depth to them too as well. So because believe it or not, hair actually does reflect color beautifully. It's amazing what will reflect color. Hair is one of them. Anything white will do it too. Your eyes will reflect color too, really nicely. It's a dad joke time. I saw an ad in a shop window. Television for sale, $1. Volume stuck on full. I thought, I can't turn that down. That's beautiful. Oh my gosh, can you imagine if your television or like your TV or your car stereo was stuck on full volume all the time and you couldn't turn it down? Whew, that'll be bad. Be real bad. So I added a little bit of pink and just one straight line, and I was like, woo, wow, it's very loud. But what I can do is put down a color that you thought would be perfect. It probably is perfect. You just may need to tone it down just a little bit, and you can do that by cleaning your brush off, adding fresh water to it, and just going back in and activating that color and pulling it down. So you kind of get a nice little glaze effect. She is a young lady, so don't think lipstick is in her vocabulary quite yet. She's got plenty of time for that later. So because I did add some extra water, it didn't glaze. It's actually mixing I'm reactivating the pigment underneath and mixing it with the current pigment, which is okay. That's fine. Let me see if I can go back in and just take that phthalo blue and just a hint of alizarin crimson. Mix it together to form just a little hint like a reddish purple. Other fascinating thing about humans is lip color, like natural lip color. So some humans have like a darker lower lip, some have a darker upper lip, some have is both the same color, both, but also another fascinating thing that you just don't think about. So I reapplied this purple because I didn't want to lose that shadow color I had going on. So Hi, Sissa. What's up, Bubba? Morel? What's up? Did you already eat all your food? Huh? Buddy? Got this look on your face. Do you want to come up? Wish I was inking. I could just hold you in my arms all night. Cute. No? Okay, he's going to bed. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind. I'm not offended. You decided that you wanted to snuggle anyways? Yeah? You gonna come up? Come on. Can you get up? There you go. There you go. That's a good boy. Are you gonna lay down and get comfy? Huh? Gonna lay down and get comfy? Okay, I'll let you make up your mind. Such a good boy. Such a good boy. Can't see it, but he's giving me arm kisses. You're a good boy. Such a good boy. You're a good boy sitting right next to you, my little assistant. Which you can just see his like little ears. You see his little ears? Little ears. You're a good assistant, yes you are. So cute. We need to give a little shout out to our Cupid's bow. So, yeah, we're gonna put just a hint of a shadow. He's still sitting there. My goodness, you're so cute. So cute. My good assistant. You go, boy. Thanks, Tessa. I appreciate you. You're a good boy. right back into that phthalo blue. A little too much water. A lot of water. Okay. Deep into the phthalo blue. Oh, Mather says, I'm sorry you got soaked by your own sprinkler. I haven't quite found out the trick of how to move your sprinklers over without getting soaked. I know like you're supposed to put a kink in the hose, but I never seem to plan that far ahead where I have like the hose someplace where I actually can reach it before I get soaked. I guess when I figure that out. How does the man on the moon cut his hair? He clips it. Oh my goodness, Luos, you're so good. It's so, so cute. Oh my gosh, the last lunar eclipse, it was so cold here. It was freezing. So I watched it until about like 2 a.m. Because at that point it had like moved too far over the house that I would have to go outside, but it was only like, I think it was like 5 degrees that night, and I was like, I'm not going outside, it's too cold. I'm hoping I'll get to see the next one, but I didn't get to see the last like solar eclipse either. I was working that day, but I'm hoping I get to see the next one. Remember her ear. She has an ear in there. So I'm using multiple shadow colors and multiple different ways. So there's definitely cool colors and warm colors. So I'm using both to kind of help bring, I know that I may lose it once I put ink on top of it, but it'll still be there. So we'll still be making these colors underneath, which will just add to the depth once I start going heavy banana crazy with all of my line work that I love to do. So. I hope you guys don't mind that when I do art here, I kind of want to give you something really pretty to look at, but it usually takes so many layers to get it to the point where it's just like, wow, it's really looking pretty, because it takes quite a bit to get it there. So with watercolor, with traditional mediums, so like with digital art, it seems like you can get there faster just because you're working with a different medium and it reacts differently, so you can kind of like build up the colors faster. But with watercolor, it takes a while to build up those layers in between. So I'm taking away paint instead of adding it. That's a good lesson though. But yes, I hope you guys are enjoying seeing like the very slow process of like building up layers and building up colors, and because it just takes time. The more I do it, the faster I'm getting at it, but there are certain things in watercolor that I'm still learning how to do. Just because there's a lot more detail to them. What time is it? Oh my goodness, well, we're almost at 2 hours, so I'll just continue to just do little things here and there. I think I can do a couple flowers before we go, because I kind of want to keep adding flowers as I go out, so I think that's what I'll do for the last little bit. See if I can find. I'm gonna use my dirty old brush. That's okay. So this is one of my, one of the very first brushes that I ever got was, this is a White Sable by Robert Simmons, and I really, really like this brush. As you can tell, I've been using it so long that this used to be white, but I've used it with so many different colors over the years that it's just permanently this really pretty brown color. But if you're new to watercolors and you're looking at watercolor brushes and you're thinking to yourself like, oh my gosh, like this is quite an investment to like get into, to have like nicer brushes like you're upgrading from just like the packet of brushes that you can get at like any like Hobby Lobby or Michael's or any craft store, you can keep them for a long time if you take care of them. Yeah, like Seven said. Yeah, I'm almost done. I'm gonna make a couple flowers. He's hungry. It's my turn to feed him. So I did. You had food in your bowl, buddy. Oh, do you want to come out? Yeah, I can tell he's getting hungry. I will. I'll feed you as soon as I get done with a couple flowers. Come out. And snake over here. Yeah, I'm gonna make a couple more flowers. And then it'll be food time. How's that sound? The joys of doing this live is you have kitty cats. I'm not giving you enough space, sorry, but let me squish my chair out. You can lay down. Yeah, is that better? Thank you, Lumos. I hope it's fun. I hope it's fun to watch. I like painting these petals on top and these flowers on top of all this color because it just becomes like a ghost image of what they are, because you can't really, there's so much color. It's just really fun to do though. It's fun to play. I did not know that about blue-eyed cats that are white or frequently deaf. I guess maybe it's similar to like most Dalmatians. Purebred Dalmatians are also deaf. Hashtag sad cat fact? I don't know, cats are pretty adaptable creatures, so... And they've got pretty cool whiskers, so I'm pretty sure that if a cat was deaf, their eyesight and their sensitivity through their whiskers and their feet would actually make up for a lot of it. As long as it wasn't close, of course, because cats have really great far vision, but very poor up-close vision. All right, where are we at? We are just past a minute past 2 hours for our stream, which is awesome. So give me a little bit of time. So this is where we're at. We're doing better. She's starting to like come together and look like a painting. It's exciting. It's always like, yeah. With every painting I do, I have a phase where I'm just like, I need to do more. I need to do more. I will do more. I did do more, and this feels a lot better. This feels exciting. So, yeah, let me go and double check to make sure I didn't miss anything. So, I currently am very, very happy that you guys took some time out of your beautiful Friday evening and spent some time with me and just watched me paint flowers and talk about shadows and colors and noses and eyes. I really hope that you take some time this weekend to just really look for those little details in life and just enjoy watching reflections of colors off of other things. If you get a chance, enjoy good weather. Maybe plant something beautiful. Maybe help a turtle. Sounds like a lot of you are turtle friends, so, or help some other creature about. I'm gonna be, here in a second, I'm gonna help my own little creatures, my own little Sevens and Ada and Newton, because I'm sure they're hungry. So I'm gonna get them fed and have get started on my weekend. So again, thank you all so much for joining me tonight. If you are interested in watching some more streams, I should be back on next Monday at the usual time. I'm going to be doing a Monday stream at 7:30. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do quite yet. I'm going to take the weekend to kind of think about what we can get done and everything like that. Also, if you guys are in the Indy area, I will be at Indy PopCon through June, I think it's the 7th through the 9th. So if you are in the area and would want to come by the Artist Alley, I will be there amongst some really spectacular artists as well. Let's see, what else? Currently, my Redbubble store is not updated, but it is on the list, so keep on the lookout. What's available on my Redbubble 7S? So I've got coffee mugs, and I have posters, and I have cell phone covers on my Redbubble store. So there's a lot of images up there. I'm going to be updating it with maybe some of my older works that have been requested. So yeah, so that'll be exciting too as well. If you ever want to know what I'm up to, just check my Twitter. If you're not sure of my streaming schedule, I try to be very up to date on my Twitter for that. And if you love Instagram, I'm hoping to post a little bit more now that I'm kind of getting back into the rhythm and I'm not traveling so much. So I will be posting some updates about my big gigantic commission painting to kind of see what you guys think of trees and leaves, because that's what I'm going for this weekend. I won't be able to get to the giraffe until next week. So yeah, trying to think if there's any more announcements. I can't think of any other than thank you to my mods. I really appreciate them very much. Thank you, Mathresist, for all your help. And to everyone else who joined me on the stream and chatted with me tonight, thank you, thank you. If you were just lurking in the background, I appreciate the lurk. Yeah, and have a beautiful, beautiful evening. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you guys. Yeah, I'll see you on Monday. Monday at 7:30. Yeah, we'll do Monday at 7:30. Night, y'all.